Hello, testing. Testing, testing. David is the one recording. Dang, how's everybody doing? Oh my God, I was trying to get on live so much sooner, but I have to clean the house. I have to clean the bathroom. It needed to be cleaning. I needed to take a shower. I needed to eat. And man, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Um, Deladink says, Deladink says, it was Zerk who was recording. You guys are funny. Man, you guys are funny, man. I love you guys. Seriously. Yeah, the one see the arrow right there? That's Neo right there. It's the arrow. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it. Jen, good to see you. Shelly, good to see you. Native Girl, my mod, good to see you. Mariska, good to see you. Della Dang, good to see you. Hey, and yeah, we've been sending you and your family, your mom, some thoughts and prayers in my Discord. So uh, throw up the hand prayers for Della Dang's mom. She needs it right now. So, with the Shark family, we come in clutch, we come in hot with it. And dang, man. Uh, Zerx is recording. How is Zerx everywhere? Do you guys notice that? Zerx is recording. Zerx is in Asia's chat. Zerx is in David's Discord. How is this dude everywhere? But oh man, the freaking the Reddits are on fire today, man. Yeah, for sure, Del Dank, for sure. Yeah, we got you, man. We got you. So if you need anything, Del Dank, let me know and DM me. Let me know I'm here for you. All right, you've been part of the Shark family for you're an OG, and we take care of our own. All right, so definitely throw up the prayer hands, the good vibes for Della Dank's mom for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got you. We got you. Let me throw up some myself. I had a lot of this information. I just, I have to vet it. That's the thing. I have to vet it first before coming out because, as you guys saw earlier, there was some misinformation going around, and it's like you got to check you got to check it out. You can't just spit stuff out like that sometimes. And yeah, you just got to check out you just got to check it out. But um, so right here, so I made sure to credit whoever posted this on the Reddit because it was like gullible career or something like that. Let me see if that's what it is. Something's blocking it right there, but hopefully you guys can see it because on mine, meow down. Hey, good to see you, Norman Gutta. Good to see you, Catherine. Good to see you. I saw Jesse Jazz Jess was in here too. Brent, good to see you guys. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. I was just oh man, I was just so busy earlier. I just you know what I mean? Life takes over sometimes, but there has been some new information. There has been some new developments, as it always is with breaking news. And I was the one that broke the news earlier, and actually the correct information too, not just throwing shit out there. So yeah, I mean, for me. It's not about being first. It's not about being that. It's about it's about awareness. It's about justice and answers. Answers for Celeste Rivas as for her and her family. It's like, come on, man. Having being it's just it's just unbelievable that's what happened to her. And she spent her 15th birthday in the front trunk of the Tesla. Okay, it's just nobody should get away with something like that. Okay, nobody. Shelly Malone, good to see you. Good to see you. Look at that. Look at all the support right there we got for Della Dank's mom. Absolutely, that's cool. And yeah, thank you for joining me today, guys. And Oh man, I just got out of the shower. I just was just cleaning right now, and whew, man, I mean, you know me earlier, I was excited. I was excited for this because it's something. It's something. It tells me that the DA is not messing around. It's not messing around. And so, yeah, justice for Celeste Rita, absolutely. So that's Neo with the one with the arrow. That is Neo. And then the guy to the right, which he's holding his hands to the on the hip, that is the mom's boyfriend. If you guys remember, do you guys remember this right here? You guys remember this picture? I yeah, so that was the boyfriend. We thought that was might have been the brother because he would look so young, but that's actually the mom's boy toy. What? What? That is the mom's boy toy right there. So let me show this guy. So this guy's uh-huh. So that's the guy that's in the circle. I circled them right there. You guys might like my little editing you guys like my little editing right there, the little circle right there? It's a start, right? It's a start. It is a start. I was like, man, I think that might be the brother. Is that the brother? No, come to find out, that is the boy toy, the boyfriend, the secret shade. Hey, good to see you. So I mean, so he doesn't, he doesn't look too happy. He doesn't look too happy with the whole situation. You got the U.S. Marshals in there. U.S. Marshals, as we know, they don't mess around. They help with law enforcement. So there is a new law and crime. Birds of a feather flock together. Oh, maybe they thought he'd run. Probably. So there's a new law and crime video that Whitney sent me. So I think what happens with this case is that they help out with the U.S. Marshals helps out too, for fugitives, for people with warrants in other states, is my understanding, and they help assist local law enforcement. So yeah, I mean that was wild right there. So yeah, so shout out to whoever posted this gullible career 1335, man, on Reddit. And you see how it says a minute ago? I grabbed it right away. This is the one without the watermark on it. So I wish they would have watermarked it so I can give credit to them. You know what I mean? Where credit is due. A lot of the information that comes out here, it's from the Reddits. It's from people that are like this guy, the one that took the pictures. He was like on the ground there. He's part of like the media over there in Montana. Let's check out his Twitter page or his X. His X. Hold on a second. Let me see. Give me a second. But yeah, I thought that was the brother. The canary just got wings clipped. Now he needs to sing. Yeah. So I mean, come on, man. Come on. So let me see. Let me go to this guy because he's the one that took all these videos and pictures, man. This guy's awesome. So that's how we're able to see all this stuff. So let me go to this guy. This guy's name is Tom Bridge. Let me see him real quick. Let me go to his page. Della Dank. Actually, hold on. Before I go there, let me show this right here. So this is Nick, the guy that's right there, the guy that I circled right there. That's Nick right there. That's the mom's boyfriend, Nick Milodragovic, which is an interesting name. UCLA instructor bio editor, a guild member whose credits include. Dang, I can't talk today. Let me grab some water in a second. Include Better Call Saul, Coyote, and El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. Other shows he's worked on have premiered on HBO, Netflix, Paramount, CBS, All Access, ABC, NBC, and the list goes on and on and on. So that's the guy right there, guys. Boom. Right there. Right there. There he is. He's looking a little uncomfortable. And then over here, too, looking a little disappointed. Oh, it's a Slavic name? Oh, yeah, Slavic. What did Kolohi say? Moonlighting? So that's him right there. That's him right there. He's got some credits. The credits are pretty long. And as you know, Neo's mom is a producer as well. No, that's the mom's boyfriend. This right here, that's the mom's boyfriend. Right there. Kolohi. That's the Neo's not mom's boyfriend. Right there. He's right there, circled. We thought that was his brother for the longest time. I was like, nope. Yeah. Seems that way. So let me bring something else up. You guys are so funny. Oh man. Yeah, I've been just so like full of glee this whole day. Like just full of glee. Um so I mean, I don't know, man. So let me show you what it is because I was waiting for confirmation that it was public, you know, to find the address. So I wanted to make sure that it was public. So let me see right here. Give me 1 second. Oh, where'd it go? Give me a second. It's right here. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm trying to look for it real quick. Okay, right here. Whoops. I just get so excited sometimes. I'm like, so give me a second. All right, let me share my screen with you guys. My ear is itchy. Um, so yeah, this is the house right there where he got arrested. Pretty nice house. It's got like a movie theater in it. Real nice house. So hopefully you guys can see that. Can you guys see that okay? Real nice house. There's like a movie theater in here too. I believe so. The Secret Shade because his mom's a producer, and the boyfriend has credits. And look at this. I mean, it has a freaking indoor movie theater. Okay, and the reason I was going over this, I was like, okay, um, with this, what I felt it was important is this. Let me show you guys. Just make sure I got the right address. I mean, it's a pretty house, real pretty. So let me show you guys something real quick. Let me share my screen. Make this bigger. There we go. All right, so this is where Neil got arrested, as you guys can see from the video that I got from Reddit. It's playing in the background, and there's a school right here. There's an elementary school right here. Look at that. Isn't that wild? Look at that. There's an elementary school right next to where he lives. I thought that was interesting. But this neighborhood was pretty nice. It's like a median neighborhood here. Look at this house. This house is nice. But there's a freaking school right here. An elementary school, nonetheless. See that? Yolan, hey, good to see you. Oh, from, where's that, Argentina? Where's that from? Hey, Miss Dizzle, how you doing? Good to see you. So there's a freaking elementary school right next to where he's living. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, dang, man. You know, and your friend is like, well, oh, Cuba. Oh, that's right. Right on. Cuba. But this is it right here where he gets arrested, and there's a school right next to it. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Real interesting. But man, I love the neighborhood. Montana's pretty. Anybody from Montana here? Real pretty area. Some kids playing right there. Pretty houses. But that kind of shocked me a little bit. I was like, well, a lot of it, because I'm like, dang, there's like a school right there. All right, so let me play the long crime video that Whitney sent me on my Discord, because it had a lot of good information on there, and I do want to share that with you guys. So let me play that real quick for you guys, so that way we're all caught up with this case. Because what happens with breaking news is that you know, we get the breaking news, there's an arrest, and then we have to wait, you know, till more information comes out. So now let me share my screen. So let's watch Law and Crime. Really good video about what is maybe going on. Yolanda, that's what is alleged. A lot of people are thinking that it was him, but we don't know yet officially who was the last person who drove the Tesla. But that's one of the $1 million questions right now. Is that so? Let me play Law and Crime video, so that way. And again, thank you, Whitney, for sending me that on Discord. Let me screen share.
David's friends has just been arrested out in Montana. Let's discuss. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Jesse Weber.
Okay, breaking news. We're literally jumping on right now. We're getting information as I'm recording, but TMZ has reported that a friend of singer David, somebody we've talked about a lot here on Sidebar, this guy named Neo Langston has been arrested out in Montana. Now, it seems to be for failure to report as a witness. Why is that important? It is important because, as we've been reporting, there is apparently a grand jury that has been impaneled and has been hearing evidence in connection with the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who was found dead, her decomposed body found in a Tesla reportedly registered to singer David. This was back in September out in Los Angeles. And to be clear, David hasn't been charged or officially implicated in any crime, but with the reports of a grand jury, this is a flexible situation. We've always wondered what could come of that. Now, according to a representative for the Lewis and Clark County Jail, there was this warrant out for Langston's arrest. And as the information's coming out, again, we looked at the court records. It seems to be 23 years. He's 23 years old. It was originally for an unspecified warrant. So at first, while we couldn't confirm exactly what it was for, TMZ reported, though, that this warrant was out of Los Angeles, and it was for failure to appear as a witness. And by the way, he's currently being held without bond. And TMZ has also reported that police in Montana have been working with LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division, and we believe that has been the unit that has been heading up this investigation into what happened to Celeste. By the way, this jail is out in Montana, population about 70,000. The jail is in Helena. It's the capital city. It's almost 1,200 miles from LA, so we think about that. Now, why is this also important? It's important based on our past reporting, because as we previously discussed on Sidebar, TMZ reported that with this grand jury apparently being impaneled, there was a discussion an alleged discussion outside the courtroom about an uncooperative witness. Okay, we go back to a conversation that may have happened in December between Deputy District Attorney Beth Silverman, who we believe may be spearheading this case, and attorney Evan Jennis. And Jennis represents apparently both a witness, so maybe Neo Langston, and Robert Morgenroth. Now, Robert Morgenroth is apparently the head of David's touring company and a manager of his label. We previously reported that Morgenroth has been potentially questioned, and we previously reported that Morgenroth had been questioned in front of this grand jury. Obviously, we don't know anything officially. Authorities aren't going to confirm it, but that's based a lot on the reporting, including from TMZ. So if you have an uncooperative witness, and now you have Neo Langston being arrested out in Montana, potentially for failure to appear as a witness, you put two and two together, we're starting to see what might be going on here. Now, Neo Langston, we believe, is a friend of David. We've seen him in photos with the singer. He has posted content himself. Don't know the exact connection. We also don't know if Celeste, if he knew Celeste, if he had a relationship with Celeste of some kind. And again, we can't officially confirm that he was supposed to be testifying in front of this grand jury. But again, we're trying to put two and two together. I want to bring on retired Detective Commander Will Svilar to talk about this. Will, thank you so much for coming on. Again, we're still developing this. I'm still looking for breaking news as we record this. This is a big development. Your thoughts?
Well, if he's being held for a failure to appear as a witness, that's a contempt of court charge. So the charge is contempt of court. They're going to extradite him, bring him back to L.A. It sounds to me like, two and two, like you said, the grand jury's been convened since November. What happens then is the prosecution is presenting witness after witness, putting evidence in against a specific target or targets for a specific charge. So bringing this guy in, they probably believe has pertinent information to support this charge. And it sounds to me like the noose is starting to tighten around the offender.
If we assume that he was supposed to be testifying in front of the grand jury, and obviously we know grand juries are kind of one-sided, it's the prosecution presenting enough evidence to suggest, hey, can you return an indictment? First, we had thought that it was just an investigative grand jury that couldn't return an indictment. Then there was reporting, no, this is a grand jury that can return an indictment. The standard to get back an indictment is relatively low, but it's the prosecution's case. They're presenting evidence to support whatever charges they're looking for here. If we assume he's been an uncooperative witness, and we assume he's all the way in Montana, so 1,200 miles away, timeline's interesting, right? So the reporting in December of an uncooperative witness, and now in January, I wonder if they might have had trouble finding him. I don't know the circumstances of his arrest. I don't know the talk to me about the cooperation. If you have LAPD now working with Montana to maybe find him, I do wonder, was there an issue to figure out where he was?
Sure, it could have taken a while to find him, but once you swear out a warrant and you put a warrant across the database, across the country, anywhere
this guy here is pretty good, and he gives a lot of good insights about what is going on with the case right now and the legalities of it and surrounding the warrant, the arrest, et cetera, et cetera. So pay attention to this guy. This guy's good.
gets stopped, it's serviceable. As long as it's a good warrant, it's serviceable, and there's extradition involved, it gets served wherever he is. And you get it out there across law enforcement channels, you put it in the leads. Once it's in leads, every law enforcement agency has it. So regardless of where he went, he was eventually going to get caught. Now, they may have had some information from whatever sources that he was up in Montana, but this could be as simple as a routine traffic stop where he gets picked up on a name check.
What do you think his connection is to this case?
Well, he's a friend. He's an influencer. I think the purpose of the grand jury is to try to find out what that connection is. And again, there's so many different things out there with these influencers and the YouTube. I don't know what his connection would be, but the grand jury wants to find out, and then prosecution wants to find out. And again, now you can bring him back, extradite him, make him go to the grand jury, but he could still take the fifth. Doesn't have to testify.
Yep. I was going to ask you that. I mean, if this is true, he's uncooperative. What's the value?
See, and that's true what he's saying, that he can plead the fifth, but the only way that you can't plead the fifth is if you have immunity. I'm not saying he does or he doesn't, but I'm saying that's as a side note. Is you don't have protection under the fifth, pleading the fifth, if you have immunity. Okay, so that's something to consider.
What's the value? But then again, I guess they believe if he takes the fifth, I mean, I do wonder what that would look like and what the value of it is. But By the way, you don't even know, I don't even know if he's somehow implicated in this. You don't even know, we don't even know that as well. If they're like, you know, if he's not just a witness, but he's somehow potentially a criminal defendant. We don't know. And a lot of this is speculation because we don't even know what charges they're looking at. I can't officially confirm what David would be looking at if they are looking at him. Because at first it was, right, there might not be any charges other than concealment of a body. They weren't 100% sure it was a homicide. It was a murder. Reporting kind of changed on that.
See, and that's the thing too, is like we were getting reports that a lot of it is speculation, is opinionated, and it is coming out from TMZ. So, I mean, even at this point, we really don't know if it is a grand jury or an investigative grand jury, but nonetheless, it's looking like the wheels of justice are moving and moving behind the scenes. Me personally, I just wish there was more transparency with this case, but I get it. There's minors involved. Las Rivas is a minor. The ME does want to come out with the what is it with the findings, and they even said like we don't we're no other country does this. Seals it, you know, the medical examiner's report. So there's that too, and I know there's different philosophies within yeah, and that's the thing, Yolanda, you know, TMZ isn't the best, but the thing is nobody has really ever has been covering this case unless it's through them, unless it's through SF Investigates, because he became a private investigator, you know, unless it's Mark Garagos, which he's, you know, people that are connected inside of LA, and that's unfortunate too. You know, the sources are coming out from TMZ. Fortunately enough for me as a creator, I've been fortunate enough to have close sources to what is surrounding the case, so that's good. So I'm going to continue to keep on pushing and keep on doing what I do here, and that's hiking boots on the ground and try to bring you coverage that you can't see anywhere else. Let me play this.
So again, you do wonder what his role might be.
Well, if it comes back, the medical examiner comes back that this is a homicide, changes everything. If it's a homicide, now you're looking at a murder charge. This grand jury is being presented information and evidence to support a specific charge against a specific person or persons. Could this guy be part of it? He could be, or he could just be a witness. Now, the benefit of bringing him in, if he decides he doesn't want to testify, he wants to take the fifth, well, then the judge can make him sit. The judge who issues the warrant can make him sit in jail. And, you know, up to 30 days, you might change your mind.
That's a good point.
In 30 days, if you're sitting there, you might change your mind and talk. So you're just going to sit there until you talk. Good luck with that, Neo.
Right. And yeah, Montana. I wonder, you know, they talk about what's the connection here, right? First of all, we don't know where David is. Have no idea where David is. He's been radio silent, no idea where he is. You know, they talked about this kind of Santa Barbara trip that David may have taken and whether or not it has any connection to what happened to Celeste, because we don't have an official, let's be clear, we don't have a cause or manner of death. The medical examiner's reports have been sealed. We don't know exactly if they have a theory of when she died, where she died, how long she's been in that car. But Montana, now I wonder whether or not LAPD will have the ability to go to Montana and maybe see if there's any evidence connected to Celeste's death there, or it's just Montana's somehow connected to this guy and not anybody else.
See, that's a very good, valid question. He's saying that. Is there any connection with, you know, the supposed murder, the alleged murder of Las Rivas? Is there a connection in Montana? We don't know yet, but that's a very fair, good question that he asked. And that's what I love about Jesse Weber and Sidebar, is that he asks these questions that I have, but he asks them elegantly. Della Dank, he might have to get his DNA taken. I hope so. That would be huge if he gets his DNA taken. And hi everybody that's just joining me. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. If you just are joining me, we're catching up with the latest news. I broke the news earlier that Neo was arrested. So here we go.
Well, every time that my guys had warrants that got served out of state, the first thing I did was put them on a plane to wherever that warrant was served, and to see if they could get some conversation going before extradition. So I'd be really surprised if LAPD wasn't in Montana right now, talking to this guy or trying to talk to this guy.
We also have gotten word that they're going to continue to have witnesses testify, maybe even into next month. So for those who are wondering whether or not an indictment will come out or whether an indictment will come down soon, what is your theory on this? And also, by the way, do you think in a case like this where there's so much speculation and there's the possibility, when you think about what happened to Celeste, whether or not multiple people can be involved, do you think that this is a grand jury that is hearing evidence against multiple people? And
see, that's another good question. Is this something that is, are they grouping everybody? He has asked this question, Jesse Weber has asked this question before, and he's saying, is this like a whole package deal, or is it one person at a time? Meaning, is it just, they're just focusing on David right now, and these are the witnesses around that are coming to testify?
There would be multiple indictments or indictment containing multiple defendants at the same time?
Absolutely could well be. And I can tell you, like you mentioned earlier, the threshold to get an indictment, to get probable cause to indict it, to move it on to trial, to the next phase, isn't that high. Okay, it's like probable cause. But if you're bringing all these witnesses, you're laying out a pretty complex complaint or a complex argument that possibly there could be more than one person. Matter of fact, I'd be surprised if there was only one person.
Even as I'm reporting this, I'm realizing how little information we actually have about this. Do you think once there's an indictment, or if there's an indictment, authorities will release the information they have? They petitioned a court to seal the medical examiner's records. Do you think it's all going to be released? I mean, do you think all that information will be released to the public, the media? I know it's still an ongoing investigation, I imagine, but when will they give answers?
I mean, the records are sealed right now. That grand jury is always sealed until a judge says you can give information. If there's an indictment on this, I think you're going to hear an indictment. You're going to hear an announcement of an indictment. You may get some background, but I don't think they're laying out their whole case. And we can't get it because right now all the transcripts are sealed. So until it gets unsealed by a judge, we won't know anything until probably time of trial.
And by the way, just to go back to Neo Langston, if someone is allegedly uncooperative, does that mean they have something to hide? Or have you seen in your experience, maybe they don't want to testify for a variety of reasons?
Both ways. Either someone's got something to hide, and more often than not, when we get reluctant witnesses, and 32 years on a job, I worked murders and violent crimes for 25 of them. Most of the time in those instances where we can't get someone to cooperate, it's because out of fear. Their fear of retribution, and they don't want to get themselves involved or their families involved.
See, I was going over this with Native Girl earlier, and I was like, maybe he's just scared. Maybe he has scared of retaliation. I mean, it could be a number of things, but that did cross my mind that if he isn't wanting to testify, that if maybe he's scared, maybe that's just it. He's just scared to testify against his friends. I don't know, or dumb, yeah. Yeah, or they're just being dumb. Yeah, that too, right?
This is also a case that develops and changes rapidly, which makes me always wonder whether or not people have been talking and people have been cooperating. So, as I mentioned, if there was that shift from we don't know what happened to Celeste, there might not be any charges beyond concealing her body, and then, oh, maybe it's a homicide investigation. I do wonder if this is a case where deals have been worked out and whether or not people have been incentivized to provide testimony.
When you talk about a deal, if you say you've got someone who's a codefendant, if there's a co-defendant in a trial and you make a deal with them to testify against another person, that testimony cannot come in until the charge that you're making a deal with is adjudicated. So it can't be two trials going on at the same time. It has to be adjudicated. There has to be a punishment or a sentence, and then that person could come in to testify. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We don't know what any of these witnesses are saying because it's sealed. You could have half of them coming in and taking a fifth. But I believe they're probably getting some pretty good information. That's why it's continuing, and they're calling more people.
By the way, did you see this?
That's a very good point that he's making, that it's continuing. This is the grand jury, or the investigative grand jury is continuing, in his opinion, because you have Neo trying to testify this morning. So it's been continuing. So that's huge right there. That's huge. That gives me a lot of hope. I'm being optimistic. I've always been optimistic with this case because I said to myself, there's no way somebody can get away with this. There's no way anybody can get away with this, and nobody should get away with this. Heinous freaking crime. There's no way. Not here, not in Rome, not in China, nowhere. Riley, good to see you. Who else came in? Tommy Lee, Tommy IE. I'm sorry, guys. I can't really talk right now. Let me grab some water. I'm just super excited today. Here we go. I'm like super excited. Let me grab some water. I've just been so freaking gleeful all day today. Kalisa Cats, Ophelia. So let me play this again.
Mug shot of him. We have it. Did you see it? Where he
looks pretty
smiling. That was weird.
Yeah, he looks like he's in a good mood.
Yeah, that was interesting, just to say the least. I mean,
yeah, I did see that.
But you also think about how young they are. I mean, you talk about 23-year-old. What's David? 20 years old. These are young people that investigators might be looking at. I think and that's, by the way, something else that everybody talks about. You know, they say if they're looking at David, it's not just in connection with the death of Celeste, but any alleged relationship he had with her. Do you think that's being explored?
Sure, absolutely. There's ages of consent. She's below the age of consent. He's over the age of consent. That's an inappropriate relationship, and it not only inappropriate but illegal. So when we talk about the indictments and the charges, that could very well be part of it.
Do you think they know where David is right now?
I think they probably have a pretty good idea.
Mm-hmm. And we know, as we were previously reported, his attorney, he's retained Blair Burke, who is a very high-powered attorney. So I have to imagine.
Let me ask you this, guys. Where do you guys think David is right now?
There must be some sort of communication between her and authorities. Just going back, completely different case, but with the Diddy case, right? His attorneys were in constant communication with federal prosecutors about where he is. He's going to come to New York. We've taken his passport. Do you imagine something like that's been going on here?
I would guarantee it. There's no way Blair Burke's going to hide her client. And when it comes time to indictment or for charges, she'll surrender the client. No question about it. She'd be foolish not to.
When are we going to learn more?
See, and that's the thing too, is that I've been hearing a lot of, well, where's David? Is he in hiding? Is he this? Is he there? Is he in rehab? Is he in his mom's basement? Is he in LA? Is he in Texas? Is he in Norway? Where the hell is David, right? The thing is, if he's in communication with his lawyer or his parents, they're going to have to give him up, or they're going to be aiding and abetting somebody that needs to be questioned, in my opinion, okay? So it's not likely, and he even said it too, she would be foolish to try to hide him. That's not how it goes. I mean, there's repercussions. If she's trying to hide him, why would she, be in jeopardy of her bar license if she does that? It makes no sense. So he's gonna have to appear, or they're gonna have an issue, an arrest warrant. Same with Neo, in my opinion. So the DA isn't playing around. The DA is not playing around, guys. You guys think is with his family? I think so too. Maybe I think maybe he's, it makes sense that he would be with his family, right? Let me play this again.
More about this guy. Are we going to learn more about when he's taken back to LA? Will we know the circumstances of what's going on? How much will the public and the media be aware of this? Oh, wait, hold on. I got an update. Okay. Oh, okay. Listen to this. It appears he was brought in by the U.S. Marshals last night at around 6 p.m. What do you make of that?
U.S. Marshals Task Force works with every jurisdiction in the country. Every department or every county has a U.S. Marshal Task Force that basically they serve warrants. Criminal warrants, they get the criminal warrants, they do all their stuff, ping phones, whatever they have to do, and they find the person. So federal task force, we use it all the time. And that task force is U.S. Marshals and also local law enforcement.
What assets do they provide? Because originally, right, it was supposed to be LAPD coordinating with Montana authorities. Why bring in the U.S. Marshals? What resources do they have that Montana?
No, yeah, I know that, Catherine. I'm saying that if he was, for example, if there's an arrest warrant out for him for the murder of Silas Rivas and people are hiding him, then they could get in trouble, is what I'm saying. We've seen that in other cases where people are aiding and abetting fugitives and people that are being wanted by police.
Authorities or LAPD doesn't have.
Well, they have the expertise. Well, first of all, LA, you can't, the warrant in LA, once you bring it over to out of state, LA can't really serve it. They have to have local law enforcement do it. And the marshals are a great asset because they have all the information. They have access to phone records, and the people that write their warrants to ping phones and to look for people are very good. It's all they do. All they do is get.
See, that's huge. He's saying that they have. Let me hear that again, man. This guy's on fire. Let me hear that again.
Enforcement do it. And the marshals are a great asset because they have all the information. They have access to phone records, and the people that write their warrants to ping phones and to look for people are very good. It's all they do. All they do is get for criminal warrants, serve them, and get the bad guys off the street. And they're very good at it.
By the way, Steve Fisher, who we've had on this program before, he's the private investigator who has been hired by the owner of that property that David had been renting and staying at where the Tesla was found nearby. Neo Langston has been arrested in Montana on a Los Angeles Superior Court warrant for failure to appear for testimony. Lewis and Clark County expects LA County to begin the extradition process. By the way, can you just explain a little bit more about what we can expect with extradition?
Yes, he will go before a judge in Montana, and he will either waive extradition or he'll fight extradition. 9 out of 10 times they waive extradition and they are brought back to the jurisdiction by detectives from that jurisdiction. If he waives it, now it has to go to the governor, or if he fights it, it has to go to the governor of Montana, who has to say, yep, it looks like there's probable cause, you have to go. And that's usually about 30 days. It doesn't happen very often, but that's usually what it does. It's just a formality where it takes about another month.
And you wouldn't really want to fight it if you feel like, you're going back. Like, you would fight it because you're going to stay in jail. If you fight it, you're staying in jail in Montana. Whereas if you're like, okay, I'm not fighting it, let's go back to LA, he's probably not going to be kept in jail. I mean, if he's cooperative and decides to testify or whatever the situation may be. I mean, again, we don't know if he's facing charges or whatnot, but there wouldn't be an incentive for him to fight it per se, right?
No, I wouldn't think so. You're getting a free ride home. And like you said, if you go before the grand jury and you give testimony, you're not going to be locked up. The warrant will take care of itself. All the charges will be dismissed. Now, if he doesn't provide testimony, it's up to them it's up to the judge whether or not they want to keep him in jail on contempt charges, and they could.
One thing I forgot to mention is that he did see a judge for a courtesy arraignment today, and he's already being transferred out to Los Angeles. Anything we should be thinking about there?
No, he's not fighting it, and the LA detectives are bringing him back to LA County.
All right. I don't really have much more. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all we can report right now. It is an interesting development because there hasn't been much, but Will Svilar, thank you so much for jumping on so quickly and talking about this.
My pleasure.
All right, everybody, that's all we have for you right now here on Sidebar. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, please subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you should get your podcasts. You can also check us out on NBC's Peacock. We got Sidebar.
Oh, sorry. Oh my, dang! I've been talking to myself for a while. Sorry, guys. Dang. Ah. Whoops. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry about that, guys. I was on mute. Um. Oh man, I was talking to myself, and I could see it here, and just I get so excited, man. I'm sorry that I'm so excited today with this news and all these developing news that's coming out. I'm just rambling by myself, but thank you guys so much. Let me see. So Della Dank sent me this real quick. Let me show this to you guys. Pretty interesting. Let me show you guys. Pretty much what I was saying. Pretty much what I was saying is that like I really appreciate Jesse Weber Law and Crime. You know, because they don't ding my channel. They don't copyright strike my channel. They don't do anything like that. And I played their videos almost in their entirety, but I do like to make commentary here and there, but I try not to interrupt them because their guest, he's asking really good questions, really good interview. So that's what I was saying. I was giving him credits. I was giving him kudos, and I was like mad respect to him, Law and Crime, the channel, and also his guest. I mean, they have really good guests, and I was saying that my channel's small, and I can only reach so many people. So when it's on Law and Crime, when it's on Nancy Grace, when it's on TMZ, at least it's out there in the public, so more people could see it. And if you guys have any information or any tips that could help, tie more pieces together, so be it. So that's what I was saying, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, Valerie, how you doing? Damn, we got somebody from Canada. Right on. You know what? Montana's right there next to Canada. So let me share this with you. Del Denk sent me this. She is one of our deep divers that goes deep into, as many of you guys do, go deep with this case, and she's been going deep in the discords, David's Discord. So she's been she just sent me this. Ben says on this Discord, he says, it's kind of crazy though why they find a body in LA while his ass is in Minnesota. And if you see the date, it was posted on September 9th, 2025 at 12:08 a.m. What? 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 I mean, at this point, how many times could we just say enough with the coincidences, right? So there was mention, and she did mention Minnesota a while back, and then here it is. Okay, let me read it again. This was posted in David's Discord from Ben. It says on September 9th, on the 9th, 2025 at 12:08 a.m. And it says, it's kind of crazy though why they find a body in LA while his ass is in Minnesota. What? Come again? I was like, whoa, whoa. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, we had a really good conversation with in my Discord. We have voices. If you guys remember, come join us there. We do deep dives, and we actually get to hear from you guys. I like to hear from you guys and what you guys have to say about this case. And it's great because it forms a different. It gives me a different perspective on what you guys are. Yeah, I mean, what you guys are our thinking, or what you guys' perspective. I mean, we went deep. We went into conspiracies. We went into opinions. We went to, allegedly this or that. We were very, very just open-minded, and we went deep in there. And Della Dank has been going deep in the Discord, in David's Discords. And yeah, she sent me this, and it's just weird. It's just weird. I mean, but I've been trying to get her on the live, but she's just been busy. So that way she can give us more context on these screenshots, because she has screenshots. She's showing me screenshots. Let me grab some more water. She gives me screenshots, but there's more to it. There's a story, and she has this compelling story to tell. And I'm gonna have her on live, and we'll deep dive into these Discord messages that she's found. They're very intriguing. She's got some really good theories, some really good opinions. So she sent me this. Pretty wild stuff. I wanted to show you guys when I was lurking on X. I wanted to show you guys this guy right here. This guy that posted the pictures of Neo. Oh, you're almost done with class? Yeah, just let me know. No rush. You know what I mean? So I wanted to share with you guys this guy, Tom Bridge. He's on X, and he's the one that was posting these pictures. This is where I got these pictures from. So he's a multimedia for Helena Iron Line and Montana State News Bureau. So he's part of the news agency over there in Montana. And he was, I mean, we were fortunate enough to have him share with us these pictures of Neo, the Asian, being arrested at his mom's home in Helena County in Montana. Oh, where is that? Okay. Oh, here it is. Whoops. So again, this is from this guy right here, Tom Bridge. I have like 30 tabs open right now. Aerial view of his house. Shoot, if I was there, I'd bust out the drone. I would be there with a Coke Zero and a drone. Courtesy of the Shark family. Oh man, you guys, I'm just so filled with hope right now. I'm so filled with hope right now. I'm so filled with optimism right now. I'm so filled with it, and I don't know how far that's going to reach into the court, right? Because we've seen things go sideways. You never know with the jury. You never know what's going to happen. We've seen that time and time again. But I think as of this moment, I think it's fair for me and for you guys to feel a sense of optimism in the air, and everybody's covering it, right? And so it's good that it's out there. It's good that other creators are covering it. It's good that the news media is covering it. And yeah, I am on cloud nine. I am, and I'm trying not to be too gleeful, but it's like, I mean, Celeste Rivas deserves justice. What they did to her, nobody should go through. Nobody in this world should go through what she went through. Okay, being in the front trunk of a Tesla, and to be left there in September weather, July weather, of all time, of all time and place. You just shouldn't be able to get away with this. We shouldn't tell the public that it's okay to get away with something like this, or this is the move to do. No. Someone needs to be accountable. Someone needs to come forward. And Neo, I've told them in my last live, this is your time to say your truth, man. This is your time to say your truth. Okay. At the end of the day, you cannot escape your faith. Look, right now you didn't go to court. All you had to do was show up to court for an appear to court. Now it's a failure to appear, and you had U.S. Marshals at your door. You didn't even have your shoes on. Your mom probably, or your mom's boyfriend was like, let him put his shoes on. They weren't even going to let you put your shoes on, dude. So they're not playing with this, man. They are not playing. Okay, so right now you have that smile on your face, but I'm telling you right now, tomorrow, the next day, 10 days after that, 30 days after that, I guarantee you won't have that smirk on your face. I guarantee it. All right. So you need to step it up, man. You need to step it up. And right now is a good time for you to be in there, to think about it and talk to your lawyer. We know you have money for a freaking lawyer. You have a house that has a freaking movie theater in there. So come on, dude. I think so too, Della. I think it is a matter of time. And that's the thing too. It's like, dude, Neo, step it up, dude. All you had to do was show up. I get it. You might be scared. You might be feeling a certain way about your friends and your loyalty to David, to Asia, to Vanessa, to the other Celeste Herrera. I get it, dude. But right now you're in the hot seat. It's your turn. You're up. All right. Rob was up, the co-manager, and he was there for 3 days. Who knows how long you're going to be there for? You can be there for 1 hour, 2 hours, a day, 2 days, 3 days, man. So the sooner you cooperate, the sooner you can go home. Right now, you're a witness. From what I've seen, you are a witness to all this. All right, you're being a witness. You're a witness, and dude, wipe that smile off your face, man. This is some serious stuff. This is big boy stuff. All right, this isn't shoplifting. This isn't you ran a red light, a speeding ticket. We're talking about a minor in your best friend's front trunk of a Tesla in July, September. And who knows how long she's been in there, and who knows how long, where else she's been before that. You got to really think about it. And I think right now he's sitting in there and he's thinking about it, because there's no laptop, there's no TV. It's just you and your brain and your thoughts. That's all there is you and your thoughts. So whatever's going in your thoughts, think about what you have to say. Think about and really look out for yourself, because I'm telling you, man, the people out there they don't care about you, dude. Because when it comes time for them to come to step to the plate, you think they're gonna care about you? We'll see. We'll see how far this loyalty goes, man. But in the end, we're talking about a minor in the front trunk, dude. Okay? And that's more important than a friendship. And if you're scared, that's what you have to say. That's what you have to do. You have to say, and you have to tell law enforcement, hey, I'm in fear for my life. Hey, I'm in this or that. I mean, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, man. You know, with this channel, what I do here is I've given David such a huge benefit of the doubt, any more than any other channel in any other place that has covered this story. I've given him huge benefit of the doubt, and I will still say he's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But right now, you're in the hot seat, Neo. You're the one that's being in handcuffs right now by U.S. Marshals that have an arrest warrant for no show, no appear for court that you had this morning. All you had to do was show up. But for whatever reason, we don't know why you didn't show up. All right? I get it. But it's your time. It's your show. And you got to decide, man. You got to decide, you know, you're a big boy now. And you got to decide where you want to go with this. You want to go left? You want to go right? Or you want to go straight? And I know you're smiling, man. That freaking smile is just so annoying. Because this isn't a smiling matter. This is no smiling matter, Neo. This is serious stuff, dude. I mean, I can't stress that enough. I mean, I don't know how much more stressful that I can put that this isn't a smiling matter. You're too comfortable, dude. You're way too comfortable taking that picture. Way too comfortable, man. Let me take a sip of my water. And you know, that's why I wanted to come on here and share these updates with you guys. And you know, I want to vent. I want to be able to get these feelings out to you guys, because I'm so passionate with this case, man. This case, to me, since day one, you guys have been here. And you know, I really appreciate the Shark family always coming in, always supporting my back, always having my back. And you know, with your guys' help and support, and you, I get to go to the memorial. We went to send flowers to Celeste's final resting spot. We were able to do that, so we're doing that as well. Okay, we're not just covering the story just to cover it for this or the other. No, I'm very passionate, like a lot of people are in here and anywhere that are watching. That we're so passionate. We want to see justice for Celeste Rivas, man. Let's go. You know, and it feels like we got something today. Like, okay, to me, I see this and I'm like, these guys are not playing around. The DA is not playing around. The U.S. Marshals is not playing around. You know, they're seeing it like it's a joke. You know, in my opinion, I see Neo and he thinks this is one big joke. It's a thing. It's like whatever. But that's just right now. I bet you anything that in a couple of days he's going to be feeling differently. And that's because you just have your thoughts. And yeah, the smile does piss me off too. It's very annoying. Ty Lovero, thank you, lover. Good to see you. Yeah, absolutely, Tammy. We definitely care about Celeste. We definitely care about Deladang. Give him a few hours. Yeah, he thinks he's cute. Yep, that's what happens. That's what happens. They think it's a joke, and then all of a sudden, you know, they don't have their phone, they don't have their laptop, they don't have their tablet, they don't have their moms, and it's just them and their thoughts. And absolutely, Tammy, we care. We do care 100% about Celeste Rivas. We do care. I go and send flowers to the cemetery, and I show you guys. You know, the big bouquet of flowers that we got for her final resting spot. Absolutely, absolutely amazing by the Shark family. And you know, I go to the memorial, I clean it up, I take out the old flowers. If there's new flowers in there, I put water in them, little things like that. If you guys are in the area too, if you guys have a chance to stop by there, you know, as a community, that's what it's about, man. It to me, when I see that the community comes like that, and the internet, the social media, the internet comes in hot, and they want justice, and they're putting flowers and they're putting banners and they're putting Hello Kitties there as well, because that was her thing. That's not David's thing. That's Celeste Rivas's thing, man. And he's trying to take over that persona of Celeste Rivas. So, you know, it's like she's taking back her identity, her personality, and everything that goes with that. So, yeah, let me share some more pictures right here. Give me a second. I mean, some really good pictures. I know. I'm being very nice. I know, and it's just, you know, it's just part of my nature where I'm like, I have to see things play out. You know what I mean? I have to see things play out, and I think as a creator, I have that responsibility. But if I was in a, you know, if I was just a viewer, viewing it in the sense of behind the scenes or I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying it's just I wouldn't be as nice, you know. But I'm trying to be responsible. I'm trying to be nice about it. And it's hard. It really is. And you know, everybody's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And that's the thing. We can't just stone people based on accusations or assumptions or suspicion. Um, let me see. So some really good pictures right here. This guy took really good pictures. So Tom Bridge, man, came in with these pictures, came in hot. So I'm thinking he's the one that posted that video. There's like a couple people there that you see as well. So I'm thinking he's the one that posted that video, or maybe he gave it to somebody. But yeah, he's the one that was on there on the ground too. So that's cool. He was from Montana, and we were fortunate enough for him to share those pictures with us on social media on X. Let me grab some water. So some really good pictures. So I do want to go over this right here as well. See if I can make that bigger. There we go. So this is from Lauren Collin X account. Yeah, it's a good quality camera, huh? Like zoomed in. Is my water too salty? Oh man. I mean, so this is what I do like to see. Is I do like to see official documents. Again, this is from Lauren Collins' X account. She's an LA journalist. Fresh water. That's funny. So yeah, a bunch of information on here. Primary disposition, arrest, site unknown, beat number 2, zone, call time, completed time, reporters, vehicles, responders. Look at all these responders. HPD, 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 HPD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All these people, man. All these resources. So that's good. We got some people out there. PD, Helena PD, I'm guessing. HPD. Make this a little bit bigger. Backup arrived, leaving, arrived at, completed, 1,800 hours. So a lot of the what is going on is being logged for official documentation. I like seeing that stuff. I like seeing official documents. And then here's Neo Langston, 23, age 23 male. Booking time and date was 1/22/26, which was yesterday at 17:56 military time, which was what, 5:56 we said? Pretty much at 6 p.m. And then the booking number was 2600135. There it is. Hey Shelly, how you doing? Good to see you. There's his mugshot. Let me read this real quick. I haven't read this. So it says break an alleged David associate arrested in Montana, but we know that's his best friend. Come on. But I get it. They're being careful. That's cool. Arrested in Montana on Los Angeles warrant. Montana police again. This is from Lauren Collin, LA Magazine. Montana police arrested David associate Neo Langston on a Los Angeles County failure to appear warrant as a grand jury convenes in the investigation into Celeste Rivas Hernandez's death. Neo Langston, an alleged close friend of singer David, real name David Anthony Burke, was arrested Thursday evening in Helena, Montana for an out-of-jurisdiction warrant for Los Angeles County for failure to appear. Los Angeles was told by senior detention officers at Lewis and Clark County Detention Center. According to the county clerk's office, Langston's case had not been passed to the county attorney, but was with the district court, which typically handles felony cases. If someone fails to appear in a felony case, the failure to appear can itself be charged as a felony. Per the Helena police call of service reports sent to Los Angeles, a total of 7 officers were called to the scene to apprehend Langston. See, that's what I was reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 officers. And then she posts that. Boom. Langston was booked into the Lewis and Clark County Jail at 5:56 p.m. January 22nd, 2026. According to the Helena Police Department, a call for service documented obtained by Los Angeles shows officers apprehended Langston on Knight Street in Helena. Though police declined to comment on the underlying case that led to the warrant, Langston currently remains in custody. Helena police said Knight is a mainly residential area per Helena locals. A photographer for Helena Online posted photos of X showing Langston being handcuffed on the steps of a resident wearing a gray hoodie, brown beanie, and a blue sweats. So that's that guy. So Tom Bridge, man, that was cool that he was right there and shared that with us on X. So there's some more official documents right there. As Los Angeles previously reported, a grand jury in Los Angeles has convened in connection with an ongoing investigation to the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, whose remains were discovered on September 8, 2025, inside the front trunk of a Tesla registered to Burt. LAPD has not publicly disclosed whether Langston is connected or expected to testify before the panel. However, the current news is his arrest would indicate he's needed. Yeah, you think? Let me grab some water. Burke and Langston once appeared frequently together on social media, but in the months following the discovery of Hernandez's body, Langston appeared to delete or archive most images linking him to the singer. So there's that. That was from Lauren Collin from the LA Magazine. She's been reporting on this too. There's his mugshot, looking all smug. Give me a second, guys. Let me use the restroom real quick. I've been drinking a lot of water. Give me 1 second, okay? Same music as a call would hold, yeah. That's funny. Let me show you guys where this guy's being held right now with no bail, no bond, do not pass go. Let me show you guys. Let me just grab it from my Discord. Give me 1 second. Here it is. Copy and paste. Yeah, I love the guitar, man. The guitar is so cool. I love it. So let me show you guys where this dude is right now. So he's being held here, right here. He's right here. This is in Helena County, 406 Fuller Avenue in Montana. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Oh man. So this dude is here. Let's look around here for a little bit. Yeah, you can see like the cop cars in there. Where did they go? Oh, right here. See, they would go in right here. And then right there, there's that entrance. There's that little entrance right there. Look. And then you go in there and you get processed. That's a nice truck. Little Toyota. Little Tacoma. See, cop cars right here. Helena Police. Wonder why they didn't blur her face out. That's weird. So, Neo's going to be spending the night here until he talks. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think so, Deanna Morris. I don't think he's smiling right now. So, let me grab my microphone. There we go. That's better. But it's interesting. I like to look at these places because you know me. I'm hiking boots on the ground. So I like to check out these places. Yeah, I was looking at this. You're right, the secret shade. I'm like, man, this looks nice. I'm like, is this a jail? Is this a detention center? What is this? This looks like an office. Somewhere where you would rent an office. Yeah, come to LA. He's gonna have a different tune. Absolutely. But it does look nice. I mean, just Montana looks absolutely beautiful out there. Absolutely beautiful out there. So this is where he's at. And I wanted to show you guys something too, because let me show you guys something. Do you guys notice something here? Montana is close to the Canadian border. Yeah, and you guys were saying that there's going to be like a snowstorm or something like that. Laver Banut. Yeah, Yolanda, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's always good to see new people in here. If you guys are just joining me here and you guys are new here, I know that a big creator, Trapmore Ross, shouted me out. So respect to him. He covered my, a whole video of mine. So that was cool. And I'm just grateful to show you guys what I'm about. And, I see a lot of new faces in here a lot. And I know a lot of his subs came over. So that's cool. And so, I really appreciate you guys coming in here like that and coming in, representing and being respectful and, being here for the right reasons is for justice for Celeste Rivas. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Oh, 12 inches? You were in Ohio? Dang. So this is right next to the Canadian border. And I thought that was interesting because Whitney has told me that too. She had a good theory that she said that their family might have, or, this is just an opinion that maybe they were trying to get him over the border to Canada. I mean, is that a possibility? I mean, Canada's right there, right? I mean, is that something that they thought about? Was there going to be their next move? I don't know. Right, Deanna Morris. She says, "Yep," and that's why they'll be keeping him so he don't take flight. Absolutely. The thing with these guys, thank you, Jess. The thing with that is that these guys, these people that are in David's circle, they have. Oh, okay, yeah, Jess. Thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping by. You know, thank you. You know, you're a support of the channel, and I really appreciate you continued support. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Right. So it's like these guys do have a means, I should say. Teresa, God bless you all. Chat, sending light and love. Be stay blessed, says Teresa. I love that. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much. That's cool. The thing with these guys is that these guys have means to do things and to travel and to maybe go across the border, maybe find a new home, maybe find a new identity. I don't know if that's the thought they had, but I mean, it's right there. It's right there. Kolohi says, my grandfather trained in Helena, Montana for World War II with his partners from Canada for Special Forces. Oh yeah, they're badass. Yep. That's cool. Oh, he's passed away. Oh right, if he's from World War II, yeah, I would imagine so, right? I don't think there's many World War II veterans out there. Yeah, definitely. That's amazing. I always like to see like these little stories here and there, like from people. It's I find those fascinating. I find those pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like they had SWAT marshals, but they did confirm that it was the U.S. Marshals that came in there hot. Maybe that's why they picked them up first. Maybe. See the thing there's like a few questions that I have right with this because if you guys didn't get a chance to hear that law and crime video, the thing is that um, the thing is they he made a good point. One of the guests, I forgot his name, man. I need to grab it, but he was saying that one of Jesse Weber's guests was saying that this to him looks like they are it's a continuation of what's been going on. So remember from what we heard the news that Rob was being questioned for 3 days up until now that Neo didn't show up. I mean, if he showed up for this we would have never known that he was up for as a witness as to testify today this morning. If he showed up, we wouldn't have known, right? And so he made a good point saying like from what I understood is that it's a continuation. So who knows what or who has been testifying before the grand jury. I thought that was a really good point because if he showed up and just testified as planned, we wouldn't have known. It was secret. It's all secretive. It's all sealed. It's all not transparent. And we wouldn't have known that he was up for court date. And the way we found out was he didn't show up. And he got a court order. He got arrested for failure to appear. So who else has been questioned? Who else has been brought forward? How many days? What have they said? Because as we remember, TMZ was saying that they were coming back from the holidays, and that's true too. Because with the Jay Carroll case and Baby Manuelito case, they came back after the holidays to do a felony conference date, and they got pushed to March. So that was on the docket coming after the holiday. So that made sense. Hey, Sharon. Sharon, how you doing? Good to see you. So that made sense. To me, that made sense. And so when I heard this news, I was like, man, how many more people have been questioned since Rob has been questioned when that other female didn't come and testify. And I'm sure she did because we didn't hear of an arrest. So I'm sure she testified, whoever she was. We could assume that it was Rob's girlfriend because they might have had the same lawyer. It makes sense, right? That it was Lynn Cooperstein, one of David's day-to-day managers, as well as Rob. So who else has been testifying? I mean, for all we know, there's been many people that have been testifying, and that to me, I was like, dang, right? And then now Neo, it's like they're saving the best for later to see what what they're doing. So that was amazing. That was cool, to finally get to see something emotional like this. Yeah, Tommy, I think you're right. I think they're playing a game of chess. Because why is Neil being questioned right now and not earlier on? And if you saw his social media accounts were locked. They were private for a while. And that to me said maybe he was being questioned. But no, he did that for his own protection, for his own privacy, and then he got comfortable. Nothing happened, right? And I'm not sure how long he got of a notice to appear in court, because they don't tell you that same morning. They don't tell you right away, like, hey, you need to come talk to us tomorrow. No, they're gonna have to give you a heads up. And so how long that was a heads up? 30 days, 20 days, 15 days? I would like to know. That'd be an interesting question to find out, is how long was he given notice to appear in court? I have that question. So, I mean, whenever we find answers, there's more questions to the answers, and I love it. I love it. All right, let's see what else I got for you guys. Yeah, thank you guys. If you guys do me a favor, hit the like button, please. Appreciate it. Chloe says, oh, heck yeah, I hope this weekend gives more information. I've been making the best air popcorn with coconut and olive topping. It's like the movie theater Neo used to chill in every day. Dion Moore says they got the weak link first of the close friends. Yeah. I'm wondering, that's the thing too. It's like, I wonder if Asia has already testified, or they're just doing the same thing as who said that earlier about the chess, about Marshall's playing the chess game. Or are they playing chess with her too and letting her get comfortable, letting her get on social media, and throwing all these little shades at David, right? Yeah, get your popcorn ready. Yeah, she's next. That's what Swaby is saying. Let me ask you guys this. I asked this the last live. Do you guys think that there's going to be more arrests coming? Do you guys believe that? Let me go back to this house real quick. Norma Argetta says yes. Tommy says yes. Miss Italy says one by one they will fall down. Swaby says has to be. Can't see how David did this alone. That's a good comment. Gannon says I think Aisha is gonna snitch. So we got a lot of strong opinions in here. Didi Fuentes says, Tammy says, let's go. Didi Fuentes says, is this on live right now, or was this last week? Didi, I'm live right now. I'm live in real time. You type, I say hi. You say hi. I say how you're doing. You say great, I say great, and we hang out. That's what we do here. We hang out. Shelly Malone says yes, maybe right now. Who knows? Deanna Moore says Asia gonna snitch. She's gonna save herself, says Deanna Moore. And boom, Didi Fuentes 8995 with the 5 gifted memberships, coming in hot. I love it. Let's bust out the breakdancer, huh? Where's my breakdancer at? Here's the breakdancer. Oh man, thank you, Didi Francis. I appreciate that for your continued support for the channel. It goes a long way. Thank you so much. If you got gifted a membership, let's see. If you got gifted a membership by Didi Fuentes 8995, make sure you thank her. Angela 67J got one. Jada 74 got one. Ravens 205. Champs got one. Stella M got one. And Misty Sharing God's Blessing got one. That's cool. Some cool names, some new names on there too. So that's always good to see new people coming in. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Didi Fuentes. Woohoo! Thank you. Got the breakdancer. So we're just checking out the house, and it's a really nice house. And he has a freaking. Let me go back to that. Let's see over here. He's got a nice little movie theater in here. That's pretty cool. He's got a little popcorn maker there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you. That is sweet of her, huh? Kolohi, yeah, you did say it, huh? That is funny. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are amazing. Man, I like Montana, guys. I really do. I like it. The suburbs of Montana. Man, it was crazy. Today, Reddit was on fire today. I posted a couple things on there too. You know, just to add fuel to the flame, you know. Add some wood to the flame. Why not? Which pillow? Let me see. Oh, that is a cool pillow. Oh, look, it's in the state of Montana. That's cool. Do we have anybody here from Montana? Gel popcorn. Yeah. Yeah, the Reddits. Man, the Reddits were on fire today. And I wanted to go live again with these updates because I'm not going to be able to go live tomorrow. Unfortunately, for personal reasons, I pretty much have to clean my yard. Do a poll. All right. Let's see. Here's the poll. Here's a good poll. Do you think do you think more arrests are coming? There we go. That's a good poll. Start poll. There it is. Yeah, the subreddits. I'll post them on my Discord. I did post a few links on there. Because I mean, people do on there. They're just so fired up with this case as well as we all are, and you see that across a lot of the the true crime community, like you go into these pockets of Reddits, and they'll have like justice for Celeste Rivas, justice for Sebastian Rogers, justice for Libby and Abby. You know, with that case, that was a former case. So there's a lot of people out there that are web sleuthing and trying to piece the puzzles together, looking at pictures, looking what's behind this, looking what's behind that. A good example of that is what is it? Don't Fuck with Cats. If you guys have ever seen that before, where they have the web sleuths and they're looking at the, you know, what. Oh yeah, I think I played that, but yeah, I can check it out. Uh, and Jess, yeah, let me find that. And Jess, last time, thank you for your Venmo donation. I appreciate that. I wasn't able to tell you last time, and so I don't want to not mention it, okay? Because your guys' support is really appreciated by me. But if you guys go to like the Reddits, like the subreddits in, it's called. Let me see. Here, I'll bring it up. Like Celeste Rivas, Reddit, David 2 Reddit, David Idiots Reddit. Just type in David or Celeste Rivas and it'll come up and it'll have a lot of the information that a lot of the web sleuth people in there want the same thing. They want justice for Celeste Rivas and they want to see a resolution with this case. So if you guys go on there, that's a cool thing to check out. And I get a lot of people that send me stuff. And again, thank you guys. I really appreciate it because you guys, we're here for justice. We're here for awareness. We're here for Celeste Rivas name so it doesn't fade away. And you know, it was wild because last night I was you know, just posting the drone footage, and I was like, hasn't been an arrest, there hasn't been this, there hasn't been that, and pretty much I was like complaining, like, hey, you know, there's no arrest yet. And then this morning it was like, boom, there's an arrest. And, you know, nonetheless, it was a failure to appear, but it gave us an insight of what's going on and what's going on with the case. And today we are seeing that's there's probably more people that have been testifying in between Rob and Neo. That's what I'm taking out of this. Absolutely. No problemo. That's funny. We had like David is guilty. David is way guilty. So funny, man. Like the names people come up with is so funny. I love it. Let's see. Hold on. Let me find it. All right. Thank you for celebrating with us with the Joyce live tonight. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, then David Innocent came in hot. That dude came in hot. I mean, I don't care what you think. Um, but for him to say that, I was like, dude, what the hell? It was so funny. Oh, there's a poll. If you look up top, there's the poll right there. It says, oh, it does. Oh, what the heck? It doesn't say anything, huh? Oopsies. Hold on. Oh, I meant like web sleuths, like Didi. I meant like web sleuths, like internet keyboard warrior, so to speak, right? But I did check her out, and I did check her out on that John Benet Ramsey case, and I mean, she has one of the best episodes that I've seen in a long time, and it gave me an insight from what you were saying that one time, right? With the case, with the John Benet case, and so I looked at it, and I'm like, okay, you know, I forgot about all these little things, all these little word plays, right? I don't want to go too much into it, but hold on. Let me, you know, I did check her out on that video. That was a good video. She had like a few people on there. real insightful. They were, they do their research. They do their research, and I love that. Let me start a poll. Here's the question: do you think there might be more arrests? Whoops. Yeah, hopefully that worked. Hell yeah, Whitney, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. I was just telling everybody about your theory about that maybe Neo wanted to go to Canada. All right. Yeah, it is, right? So let me try to get that video real quick, guys. Talking to one of my sources right now. Give me 1 second. Okay, here it is. Hold on a second. Let me bring this up. Dang. Thank you. Thank you. Let me share it right here. Let me upload it. Give me a second. Uploading, uploading. Uploading, uploading. Two of your daughters had the flu. Yeah, it's been going around, right? The flu's been going around. Bump, 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 bump. This is loading. This is loading. Here we go.
Bro. Whose friend? Bro, Sakura did not talk to him at all, bro. Not since I actually spoke to her and I was telling him. I was telling her, bro, this dude is weird because I had this off stream interaction with him and he thought like I was trying to press him. Oh my god, this is another story I just never told. Fuck it, I'm gonna just say it. Okay, so that night I went to Tariyami's birthday party. Okay, obviously he was there. All right, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sakura was drunk and then I was leak leak fuck. Nah, he was low key like following her on some shit and then and Sakura was drunk and I was like trying to move around, talk to mad people. I was with Cutie and Hassan and even Ludwig I think that night. I mean, no, Ludwig was not there, but like Valkyrie was there. I was just talking to everybody. I was just having Sakura was just having fun and shit. And then I would come back, and Neil would like try to like I don't know. I guess he was like following Sakura. This is all alleged. Oh, apple juice. Nah. Yeah, apple juice. She was not. Yo, she was on the apple juice. She was on the apple juice. She wasn't actually drunk. She was on the apple juice. This is all alleged, and this is a fake story. But yeah, yeah, he was following her, and then I went up to him very nicely. I was like, yo. Not gonna lie, like, this is my girl, right? I appreciate it if you just like backed off. Like, I didn't say those words. No, I definitely said something like that. And I was like, yo, can you chill, bro? Like, this my girl. Like, You gotta relax. And then, yeah, the night after, he like texted Sakura a long ass paragraph saying like, "Yo, Jason man moving mad weird. Jason's like, Jason's this, Jason's that." All I said was like, "Yo, you gotta chill out. Like, you're following Sakura, like trying to be touchy on Sakura and shit, while she's drunk and shit. Like, and he's trying to paint me as this guy, a bad person to Sakura. Yo, it was so weird, bro. He was so weird. He was so weird, bro. But yeah, I never liked the dude, so glad I could just say that now.
Yeah, you say it now because he's behind bars, but how come you don't say that before? Man, these people sometimes. But yeah, I mean, all right. Yeah. We got somebody new in here. Rogue Rose. Hey, good to see you. Welcome. That's a cool picture. Yeah, welcome. So he's saying Jimmy the Ween, sorry, that Sakura was tipsy and that Neo was trying to, slip his way in there. And Jimmy the Ween, sorry, um, told him to, that's my girl, back off a little bit, or you back off and chill. And then he texted Sakura like, hey, this dude's being weird. Or, trying to, I don't know, trying to, what is it called? Trying to triangulate is what they call it. Kalo, he says, Neo sounds like a predator. That is why David and he got along well. Could be. Could be. Freaking Neo, man. I think I have a video of him actually. Hold on, let me see if I can find that video of him where he talks about meeting Sakura for the first time. Or where he met her. Give me a sec. Let me see if I can find that. Oh yeah, it's right here. Check it out.
Years now. So, like people thought that I met him through Sakura, but no, I've known David for years. Then I met Sakura like 2 months ago through Tofu, and then my worlds just kind of combined together, and it just was kind of funny. Years now. So, like people thought that I met him through Sakura, but no, I've known David for years. Then I met Sakura like 2 months ago through Tofu, and then my worlds just kind of combined together, and it just was kind of funny.
So you met her through Tofu? What does that even mean? Is that a restaurant? Is that a social place online? What does that mean, Neo? Neo, what does that mean? Do you guys remember this too? This post that Neo put? He said, I got a big forehead because I be knowing. Okay, well, if you know stuff, then now's the time. Miss Italy, my head is pounding. I'm going to sit the phone down, but I'm still listening. Okay, yeah, hopefully it gets better. Yeah. He thinks he's too cute. Yeah, I know, right? Deanna Morris? Didi Fuentes says, yes, my son is in college and he's not a streamer, and this makes me not to worry so much about him. I know, right? Tofu. But what is that? What is tofu? Is that like a restaurant? Is that a play? What is that? Here's some more pictures of Neo and David getting all comfortable. David looking all zesty. This picture, you know what? This picture, no, I know tofu is food, but I'm saying he says he met her through tofu. What I mean, what is that? Is that like what is that? Like a place or something? His mug is like glamour shot for his gel dating profile. But this picture always is eerie with this wig. Yeah, the Celeste wig. Let me see if I have that. This image always unsettling. I've always had an unsettling feeling about this picture. Let me bring it up. Right. Secret shit. Yeah, he's finding out right now and he'd be knowing more. Yeah. Absolutely. Maybe a nickname? Yeah, maybe, huh? So Aaron, yeah, this is the one you're talking about. Look, the wig. Yeah, very good eye. I mean, this picture just rubs me the wrong way that David is wearing. And if you see Celeste Rivas in this picture, she's very young. I mean, she looks 11, 10. I mean, she looks super young. So I don't know, man. It's just very unsettling. But yeah, he posted, I got a big forehead because I'd be knowing. All right, man. All right. You be knowing. Make sure you tell detectives that. What you know. Because you got a freaking big forehead. Yeah, it is super chilling. That picture has always bothered me with that wig. Someone else will be fluffing his hair soon for him. Do you think his chin is the only place in his face he can grow hair? Here, let me show some more pictures of um of Neo. I have like a folder of Neo. If you guys do get a chance to, um, check out my videos, like my drone footage videos. I uploaded them yesterday before the arrest happened, because there wasn't any new news out there, no breaking news or anything like that. But so I wanted to put those pictures out there. Those drone footage pictures out there, video for you guys to see the lay of the land and to see what is out there in Lake Elsinore, Hollywood Hills. Just to kind of get the feel for what a first-person view would be, what Celeste would see on that liquor store camera, what she would see as she's going down the road, opposite of what the kids are going. And I posted those up if you guys get a chance to check those out. Some drone footage, courtesy of the Shark family. You guys helped me get a drone. Isn't that cool? So I'm able to go out to these places and take drone footage. And it gives me like a really cool perspective of the area. Forgot what I was doing. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so here's some more pictures of Neo. What? He's gonna have another big body part when he's locked up. Man, the sharks when they get snarky, when the shark family gets snarky, man, look out. You don't wanna get astray. You want to get away from the snarkiness because they come in hot. Man, when the sharks are snarky, man, you guys say the funniest things, man. What he says, Neo is gonna make a lovely prison geisha. Oh my goodness. So there's another picture of it. Of him. Let me see. I'm telling you guys, the sharks, they're starting to warm up. They smell blood in the water. There's blood in the water. You guys don't want to get caught up in that, man, because when they start going, they start going. You sure are pretty, says Didi Fuentes. Oh man. I wanted to get accustomed to Twitch and try it out, but someone told me it's the Wild West, and I'm not even going to try. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is I just got on Twitch recently, like a week ago, because Asia was on live, and I was like, I'm going to go in there, and everybody started getting banned, and then I went in there with like Mark the Shark 943, and everybody was like, go incognito, and I was like, I'm just gonna make my name, because it was like, I'm just gonna go in there, whatever. If I get banned, I get banned, and that was my first introduction to Twitch. It was actually pretty cool. I was like, what is this? What is that? What is going on? Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, FloJo, how you doing? Hey, Jada Bod, how you doing? Good to see you guys. So this is Neo right here. We're just sharing pictures. If you guys are just tuning in, we're just sharing pictures of Neo right now. And be careful because the shark. You guys came from FloJo's channel. Oh, that's cool, man. Thank you, FloJo. I appreciate that. Thank you. Man, it's just crazy, right? What do you think of everything, man? What do you think of everything that's been going on now, right? It's. I've been super like glee. I've been I've just been super uplifted because of this. I was telling the chat earlier. I was like, if we wouldn't have known that Neo was testifying as a witness, if he would have got arrested, if he didn't get arrested. So what happens between that point and before, when Rob got in between, who else was testifying, right? I mean, I was like blown away with that thought, because to me, I was like, man, things are moving along, things are moving forward, and now they're getting Neo. And I would have thought Neo would have been one of the first people to testify as a witness or as a suspect or as this or the other, or an arrest for that, right? And so my thoughts were like, okay, if he's being talked to, who else is being talked to in between? So I thought that was really good. I'm being very optimistic. And yeah, I mean, today was a good day. And do both think people, if Neo would tell the truth or plead the fifth? Hey, Darcy, how you doing? How you doing, guys? Good to see you guys. Yeah, we're just hanging out. We went through a lot of stuff that you guys probably already heard. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? Padboat, how you doing? And so what I was thinking too is like, okay, if we have, oh, thank you, FloJo. That's very nice of you, man. You didn't have to do that, man. You're amazing, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Thank you, FloJo. Let's see who got those memberships. Gifted 5 memberships. Respect the Cat got a membership. The Boss got a membership. Sir Nilo got a membership. Indie Girl for the Gate got a membership. Boom! Let's go bust out the breakdancer for FloJo. Here it is. And so I was thinking, well, oh, come on, breakdancer, come over here, man. People are donating. Get your ass over here. So I was thinking, I was like, okay, I thought Asia was the one that was gonna be the one. I mean, Neo was gonna be the one that got arrested first. David got arrested first. Asia, right, or at least come in for questioning. But as we're finding out, Neo is just testifying. So I'm wondering if Asia, they're letting Asia get comfortable because now we're seeing her more in social media. She's having more social media presence, as we saw Neo did. If you guys notice, well, if you did or you didn't, let me explain. Neo has been setting his, excuse me, he's been setting his accounts on. Hey, Cindy from Sunny South Florida, how you doing? Tammy, Darcy, Leonardo, Maxwell, Kimberly, Eileen, Jada Bod. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Valerie, good to see you. I really don't want to miss anybody. I do like to say hi to everybody that's in the chat. If you guys are lurking, come on in. We don't bite. We bite the suspects and people of interest. We don't bite our own. So I was thinking maybe the DA is just waiting for them to get comfortable. And look at Neo. He got comfortable and started posting, started making his Instagram public now. He got comfortable. So I'm wondering if they're playing that type of game, chess, with these people. And I'm wondering if Asia or anybody else is gonna get arrested too, because I see the same pattern, right? They're getting comfortable. So my understanding was, or my thinking was, Neo puts his profiles on private because he's testifying, so he doesn't want anything out there. And then he's public, so now he's done. But it kind of seems the opposite. It seems like he went private because he doesn't want anything to do with it, and now he's comfortable. He's putting it in public, and they got him. So I'm wondering if that's the same thing that's going to happen with Asia, right? I don't know. It's just a thought that I had. What is up? Eileen, hey, good to see you. Eileen Starfly, good to see you. Yeah, if you guys can hit the like button for me, I really appreciate it. We just reached 1,000 subscribers, but it reaches out to the public, it reaches out to the masses, so that really does help out for the awareness of the case. Any case that I cover, it's good for the awareness. And what I was saying earlier too, if you guys are just joining us, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that. I was saying that sometimes social media can reach places that detectives, LAPD, law enforcement can't. And that's where we come in as web sleuth, as keyboard warriors, as people who want justice for Celeste Rivas, as people who want justice for other cases. We're the ones that come in and we're looking at every single detail. What's behind that? Look, there's a sweater on the ground that looks like the sweater from here. A good example is don't fuck with cats. I just saw that the other day. Trigger warning for that. And you have keyboard warriors, you have web sleuths going on there, and they are actually looking justice for this guy that is killing cats. And they were all saying, look, he's going to do that to a human because that's, I'm not a psychologist by any means or a behavior analyst, but that's known in those circles that a lot of these serial killers, psychos, they started out killing animals, cats, dogs, birds, and they progress because that feeling of needs to be more and more every time, right? Yeah. And so my point is, to circle back, is that we even a small channel like mine or anybody's, we're able to reach those crevices and those places that law enforcement may or may not be able to. And that's what I was saying. That was a good example. Like, don't fuck with cats. Same with the Gabby Petito case. So, David is way guilty says they narrowed it down in Facebook groups by photos he shared to find his location. Right? They started. That's what we're doing. We look at photos and there's something behind that photo that we notice, and that's what we do. And I think that's important. I think it's important to the case, and I think it's important to the awareness of it all. I really do. I really do think that. Yeah, I know David is guilty. It's absolutely heinous what that guy did, and then he moved on to killing somebody. You know, an actual human being, somebody that was loved by his family, by his friends. Let's see. Let me share some more pictures of this dude. Thank you, Sharon Turner. I appreciate that. So here's another picture of Neo. Notice me, senpai. Notice me. Let me see which one this is. Hold on a second. Let me see. I don't want to bring a picture up that I'm not supposed to. Hold on a second. Let me see what this one is. Give me 1 second, guys. I just want to make sure it's a picture that I can bring up and it's not like nothing that it has nothing that I'm not supposed to. But it is in his folder. Let me see. Oh yeah, it was this one right here. Well, this isn't the one that I was looking at, but this is a picture of Neo. I forgot who sent me this, but check this out. Zerks right here lurking. Man, this guy Zerks is everywhere, man. You guys notice that? You notice this Zerks guy? He's in he was in we saw him in modding for Asia's Twitch stream. And then he was the one in David's Discord, the closet, saying, "Don't talk about that tattoo." Remember that before she was identified. So this dude's connected, man. This dude's connected to David, and he's connected to Asia. A great bologna sandwich. You hope he drops the soap. Deanna Moore says, no matter what happens in this case, that whole group will always be looked at with disgust. All of them. I hope he ate burritos, says Shelly. Yeah, but this Zerks guy, man, this Zerks guy. Freaking Neo, man, this freaking smug smile. Something about it, man, just rubs me the wrong way. A gray bologna sandwich. East Coast Hampton Roads, Virginia is at 31 degrees. Currently feels like 3 degrees. Jeez, man. Mark and Chad, do you know any other than David allegedly did anything to Celeste in an inappropriate manner? Possibly Neo? I haven't heard anything that anybody else had, but when we were on Discord in Voices, or I think I was talking with Native Girl with this. I think I was talking with Native Girl about this, that sometimes, and I know many of you guys had this thought too, is that sometimes the record labels or artists, they kind of have the same girls around, right? Groupies, so to speak. And I'm not saying that she was, obviously, but I'm saying I'm trying to set the scene here. And so I was like, man, what if, and this is just a complete theory, because we go deep. And I was like, what if David is being so protected by other artists or other record companies or other record labels or the record label that he's in, because maybe they were involved too, and that's why they're pushing so hard, or allegedly, to for David to get protected, right? It was just a thought that, what if that was the case, if that David, for whatever reason, or people around him like Neo, were being weird around Celeste Rivas. It's just, I don't know. It's just something that was bugging me, and we talked about it. Right, Darcy. Right. And so, we've heard about these artists, um, being with the same girl, and then you see the same girl with another artist because they're hanging around with the same group. And yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything officially. I haven't heard anything through the grapevine. If Neil or anybody else in David's group did anything inappropriate with Celeste Rivas, but you never know. You never know. Um, David is guilty. Said a groupie gal. David is guilty. At that point, I was thinking at the same wow. Some theorists think he's gay, but I personally think him and David were joking. Asia said in the stream, Neil peeped at her dressing, and Jason claims he was after Sakura, says David is guilty. Pat Boat says, yeah, he's an idiot for not going underground. I was reading his comments on your Twitch live watch. He was definitely modding and deleting comments, but was playing stupid. I noticed that too, Padlock. That's a very good observation that Zerx does play stupid a lot. He does. And, a lot of the things that we would like to think is that, okay, are these people going to the police? Are the police talking to them? Are they coming forwards with tips? Right? Is Zerx going to the police with tips? Is Sophia going in tips with tips? Is this or the other people in the mods, Ben or whoever they are, um, in David's Discord at the time, are they going to police with tips like, hey, we saw Celeste, we know who Celeste is, we've seen her in many lives, because that's what they were saying in the Discord, in David's Discord, that she was they had seen her in other lives as well. That's been in their Discord as well too. We've read those Discord messages, and some of those people are saying that she's been on other lives before. Flojo says Neil was the plug, the butt. I'm telling you guys, man. You guys. Oh my god, let me grab a sip of water, man. You guys are. How did I not see that? Hey Felicia, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Yeah, good to see everybody. Make sure you guys hit the was she on the Reddits? I was cleaning, man. I was trying to clean. I was trying to catch up with cleaning and taking a shower. But let's go to Reddit, man. Reddit was on fire today, huh? Let's go to the Reddits, man. Reddit was on fire today. Lumi Win says Celeste was on stream 3 times. Look at that. Actually, well, look for that. Let me look at let me see 1 second. Let me see if I can find that. So I did see this earlier. You guys probably already seen it, but let me go over it real quick with you guys. Let me share my screen. So this is from SF Investigates. Not right now, Didi Fuentes. I have to set up a PO box, but soon. I need to figure out the logistics of it for merch, shark merch, and true crime merchandise. I just have to figure out the logistics. I mean, the channel is. I mean, to me, this is still a new channel. You know what I mean? So I'm still new at this as well. I'm still trying to figure the ins and outs of it. And yeah, merch will be coming soon. Again, I have to do a PO box. I have to set that up and set up the logistics of it, set up a good vendor, or do them on my own, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, definitely. So let me look at this real quick because I saw this earlier when SF, because I'm on X now. And he says this is a copy of the search warrant applied for and granted after LAPD was called to the tow yard to investigate a foul odor coming from David's Tesla. The warrant return is also attached. What did he say? This is wild. Look at this. See, this is the stuff I like to see, like official documents. I mean, this is where it's at. Vehicle described as a 2023 Tesla Model Y, four-door, black in color, bearing Texas license. And then the VIN. Department Resources revealed the registered owner as David Anthony Burke, Hempstead, Texas. The vehicle is currently under storage at Official Police Garage Hollywood Tow. Oh, 105 North Marshall, Los Angeles. The following property, things, or persons discover cause of the foul odor emanating from the trunk area of the vehicle. Oh, as we know, you got to get a warrant before you get in there. Even though you smell it, that is probable cause. And the thing is that, yeah, they are being careful. And so they got a search warrant, and then here it is. Because they could have gone in there. They could have gone in there, opened the trunk, opened the car because of that foul smoke odor. They've done that before. That's probable cause to go in there. But they were being smart about it, and they said, let's go get a warrant. Let's do this the right way. Because the defense will bring this up. There's no search warrant. Throw this evidence out. I mean, that would have been definitely something that would have been brought up. That's wild. Human remains found located. Let me share this with you guys. You can still buy David's CDs. Says Lumi. There's a GoFundMe page for him, or are you just being sarcastic? David is guilty. Let me share this with you guys. Man, that search warrant is powerful. I mean, it's got all the the issuing magistrate, Marcelita V. Haynes. I mean, this is what it's about with these cases, like official documents posted by none other. SF Investigates. So he's had this. Yeah, see, I like to see these documents. You just kidding? Actually, let me read this. This is interesting. Whoops. It says, I Detective Jason Wild, sorry if I'm butchering that, serial number 39379, have been employed by the Los Angeles Police Department for over 17 years. I'm currently assigned to the Hollywood area autos detective table with a primary duty assignment of investigating auto related crimes. I have completed numerous domestic violence, robbery, burglary, burglary from motor vehicles, fraud, stolen vehicles, and theft investigations. Have arrested numerous persons for these and related offenses. I have also located and recovered stolen property on numerous occasions. I've also attended classes regarding domestic violence, robbery, theft, fraud, and other related offenses at the Los Angeles Police Academy. I have received informal training from the other experienced officers and detectives and have interviewed numerous suspects regarding the manner in which they commit their crimes and dispose of their loot. I am familiar with the manner in which numerous crimes are committed. Based on previous investigations and experiences, it is my opinion that electronic communication methods such as text messages, electronic mail, email, IM, DM, instant direct messaging, and online forum posts are used by criminals for communications and the facilitation of criminal operations. This includes covert and public transmissions of phone numbers, addresses, messages, photos, images, and files based on previous investigations and expertise. In my opinion, that electronic forms of payment such as Zelle, PayPal, Apple Pay, Venmo, Cash App, and the use of cryptocurrency are used by criminals both for their transaction speed and ease of use. Criminals prefer these forms of transactions to remain anonymous to their victims and move their money quickly. However, unlike cash, criminals must set up these accounts connected to the real bank account information and in some cases provide identification to open these accounts. Statement of probable cause. On September 8, 2025, Detective Clore, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, serial number 32866, was advised by official police Garage Hollywood Tow 1015 North Mansfield, Los Angeles, California, that they have a vehicle on their lot which is emanating a foul odor and attracting flies. The vehicle was reported as abandoned to the Los Angeles Department of Transportation in the area of 1406 Bluebird Avenue in Hollywood. Los Angeles Department of Transportation responded to the location at towed the vehicle on September 5th, 2025. The vehicle's current registration comes back to Texas. Currently unable to contact registered owner of the vehicle, Detective Clore responded to the location and verified the vehicle is emanating a foul odor from the front trunk. I declare under penalty of perjury that the foregoing is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. Signed, Jason Wild. Wow. Los Angeles Police Department, Hollywood area detective. Let's go. Jeez, man. That is wild. Woo. Oh, thank you, Darcy. Let me share some of these real quick too, because people are sending me some stuff. So let me share them. I'm not ignoring you guys, so I just wanted to read that. I get excited when I see like official documents. Hopefully you guys are too. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. Let me check that out. Let me I know Flojo sent me some stuff too, so let me bring that up too. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for sending me some information. I appreciate it. And if you guys have any more information, you guys can join the Discord, or here is my email. And Natigrove, if you can do me a favor, if you can drop the Cash App and the Venmo links for people if they want to help support the channel. All right, let's see. Let me bring this up real quick. All right, so this is from the Reddit Asia creator. It says, I understand how the public feels, but as of right now, to respect this investigation and Celeste Riva's life, I have said multiple times I will speak about this when I'm able to. And that is supposedly from Asia, a creator, it says on there. See if I can find the post. Oh, I see. So it's on her TikTok. Okay, cool, cool. All right. See, I like to go to the source too. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I'm telling you, man, the Reddits were on fire today, man. Wild stuff. So this was on her Instagram. I mean, on her TikTok. Let me see if I can go on her TikTok. Asia, where are you? Huh. I'm gonna have to dig through it. But yeah, it looks like it's from her from a account from her TikTok. See, there's her picture right there. That's interesting. Just checking out her TikTok.
Before I started my fitness journey, I feel like there was a lot of things that I wish somebody had told me before I got started. And I'm gonna tell y'all. Gym influencers do not look like what they look like online. They don't. It's all angles. Yes, they are very fit, they're very toned, they're very thick. Yes, but it is angles still at the end of the day. They're choosing what they're putting out.
You wait until grandpa ready, then you try together.
That's supposed to be Neo? Oh, baby.
看看怎么吃它。你吃看看。
You bite on the edge.
Oh, some dumplings.
Suck in the soup.
Yeah.
You see the soup in there? Okay, 慢慢来，慢慢吃，慢慢。要 use the chops to help you.
Yeah, hold it with your left hand and use chopstick with your right hand.
他这个手
Oh,
要
that's his
用
mom's
左手
channel?
打。
Wow.
Hold this with your left hand, so you can use chopsticks with your right hand.
可以吃啊。哎呀，那 juice 都 coming out 了，好，赶快吃。You bite it the other way，没有关系，没关系。
Tofu. Is that what he said, Didi? Just tofu?
You got the juice?
Leonardo says, someone tell baby Neo he's in trouble now. Looks yum. Yeah, looks yum, Kolohi.
In the top is the yellow from the crab.
Padbo says, Mark, find the one with her messy hair where she says she's usually sleeps with a bonnet. Whoa.
Inside is meat, but the top is from the crab.
好，可以了，就这样 push in 就可以了。好了，可以。Now you can eat the meat. 对，可以可以。
If you like, you put more vinegar.
他不用了，他可以了。This is experience. You'll be very good at it.
I mean, it looks like a good family. It looks like he comes from a good family. Very respectable. They're teaching him manners. They're teaching him how to eat. You know, sometimes what happens is that you let me turn this down a little bit. What happens sometimes is that you hang out with a bad crowd, man. And if you see pictures of David too when he was younger, he looks like a good kid too. We were sharing that in my Discord, and you know, he looks like a good kid. He looks like he comes from a good family. And sometimes you get with the wrong crowd and things go sideways. So pick your friends wisely. There's a good saying that says, tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are.
吃小笼包不容易的。
Snarky emoji. Wow, that's interesting. Right, Didi Francis, you can tell that they're solid people, right? All right, let me play this. Haven't seen this. Let me see.
Langston, close friend of David Anthony Burke, aka the singer David, and he was arrested in Montana, in Helena to be exact, on a Los Angeles warrant for failure to appear. Now, this is a failure to appear as a witness charge. As you know, there is a grand jury being convened in Los Angeles in the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who was found in September of 2025 in the trunk of David's Tesla. So Neo, he was arrested on Night Street. I spoke to police, and Night Street is very, very residential. There's no bars, there's no restaurants. I was curious, maybe his family has a home here. Not sure. Well, a local photographer, his name is Tom Bridge. He actually retweeted my...
Yeah, so we were actually seeing Tom Bridges' pictures, man. He has some really good pictures. And my guess is that's where the video came from. That video on the ground, man.
Post on X and actually showed us, all of us, pictures of Neo being apprehended. It's crazy. So Tom Bridge, he posted Neo getting into a squad car. He posted him being cuffed on some stairs leading to a house and also walking with police. Now, there are many, many police on scene. And when I emailed the sheriff's office, they sent me this call report. And in the call report was a bunch of different officers who were apprehended to the scene. So there's like 5 of them. I mean, I don't know why it took 5 people to arrest this guy, but that's how many they sent out. Something else that I found kind of interesting was that when I was making calls trying to get all of the details, I called the county clerk's office to see if his case had been kicked over to the county attorney. It had not, but they did tell me that this case, Neo's case, was with the district court. The district court generally handles felonies. So a body attachment charge, which is a bench warrant for a witness to appear, that's definitely not a felony, and that's not what this is. This is failure to appear, but it can be a felony if you are failing to appear in front of a case that is a felony. So somebody is about to be charged with homicide or red rum in the case of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. So justice cannot come soon enough. I am still digging into this. I'm sure I forgot to tell you guys something, but head to lamag.com for my most recent article. You can also head to LAMag's X with something, but head to LAMag digging into this with homicide or felony. So somebody is about to be charged. This is failure to appear, but it can
Let me hear that again.
be a felony if you are failing to appear in front of a case that is a felony. So somebody is about to be charged with homicide or red rum in the case of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. So justice cannot come soon enough. I am still digging into this. I'm sure I forgot to tell you guys something, but head to lamag.com for my most recent article. You can also head to
I slowed it down.
X, which is at lamag, or mine at Conlon_Lauren. You can see Tom's photos. You can stay here on TikTok or YouTube for more, but we'll have all the details, and I will continue to follow the story.
All right, so that was Lauren Collin. I was looking at her tweets earlier as well. So she's reporting on this. And so I had a source too. That's why I was able to verify that it was just that it was the body attachment warrant, which means they're going to bring your ass in. And so she's connected there too in the LA scene, as well as Harvey and Mark Garagos. Mark Garagos is a freaking powerhouse too, man. But yeah, see, there was the grandpa right there, the one that we saw in the video, the grandma, Neo, and then the mom, and then the boyfriend. And that's the one we see in the video that you guys have been seeing all over. That's him right there, circled, looking unhappy. Good night, Cindy. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here in a minute, too. That's right. And then that's Neil right there. He looks so disappointed. I mean, she looks up there. I mean, to each their own, to each their own. All right. There's one more thing I did want to show you guys before I head out. This is an article, and it's just kind of highlighting Neo's mom. The upcoming limited off-Broadway run of John Patrick's Shanley's powerful one-act play, Danny, is a testament to the transformation power theater at the discerning eye of executive producer Dr. Cynthia Quinn. What began as an intimate local arts event in Anaconda, Montana, there it is, has now been catapulted onto the New York stage thanks to Dr. Quinn's vision. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. And immediate commitment. So that was like a little article by this guy praising her, and it shows that she's from Montana. Pretty interesting. So it just kind of goes over it a little bit. Dr. Cynthia decision to go back to Montana production stems from a distinguished career rooted in developing and championing compelling narratives across various mediums. She's an executive producer and award-winning feature film director, a TV writer, and a producer of a two-time Emmy-nominated TV series. Her extensive background includes developing and producing shows for major networks and studios, including HBO, MTV, VH1, Nickelodeon, Universal, and Warner Brothers. Her expertise is also shared academically. She is a UCLA extension instructor and was awarded the Distinguished Instructor Award along with honorary doctorate from Richmond, the American International University, London, UK. So that's a little bit of background of Neo's mom. I did want to share that too. Thank you, Native Girl, for sending me that. You guys, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna get going. I gifted a membership. Didi Fuentes gifted 5 memberships, and FloJo gifted 5 membership. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it, and thank you guys who. Yeah, it's this guy right here. Yeah, we went over that earlier. Nick Milodragovic. So he has credits to his name as well, but my back is hurting now. But thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you guys got gifted a membership, make sure you guys say thank you. And again, thank you guys for supporting the channel and continued support for the channel. Really appreciate it in the Venmo and in the Cash Apps. Thank you guys. And number one, Justice for Celeste Rivas. We're going to keep on going. And a lot of new information came out today. This was a good live, a good seeing what is out there again. And that's what happens sometimes when breaking news happens. We kind of have to wait a little bit when the documents get filed, and we go from there. But we keep on trucking. We keep on going. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night, and hopefully there's going to be an arrest. Hopefully there'll be an actual arrest of, like an actual murder arrest, an actual moving of the body arrest, an actual, hopefully that's in the near future. But from the looks of it, I'm going to be optimistic, and I am going to be looking forward to and just seeing what happens, because from when Rob testified to now, I mean, who knows who else testified? Who knows if Asia testified? Who knows, right? So I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you guys for joining me today, and thank you again, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys, the Shark family comes in hot, and with your help and support, I'm able to go on scene and locations to some of these pictures, to some of these areas, and I can't be more grateful to have people like you in my chat. So I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night. Put some music on for you guys. There it is. There it is. And thank you, my mods, Native Girl. Appreciate it. She's on the guitars right now. She does it all.
Bye.